Hey, if you click this video, you probably know this game, My Singing Monsters, and have or may not have played it too. However, it's not the only game in the series. That's why today I'll list each and every one of them. This game technically lacks the whole My Singing Monsters concept and shouldn't be considered part of the main games. However, this game's mechanics revolve around music made by these weird monster fluffy ball-like creatures, monsters later used in the main game, known as Thumpies, and were probably an important part of its design, inheriting the making music with monsters concept. We may or may not owe the whole idea of singing monsters to this game, and it's why I decided to include it. The reason this channel exists, My Singing Monsters, released August 23, 2012. Made by people who respect their community and update the game regularly, there's not much to talk about because everybody knows it. A fun simulation game that consists of collecting monsters in multiple islands to complete their songs. A silly game packed with tons of lore that everyone should try. An attempt to hop onto the trend of match-tree mobile games, Furcorn's Jelly Dreams, would come early 2014. There's barely nothing to talk about this game other than it had different versions of Plant and Cold Island, songs that required the player to hatch monster eggs located on certain levels. The game's development stopped not even a couple years later. The next attempt of Big Blue Bubble to make a trendy game was none other than My Mammoth, probably the weirdest game they've put out yet. It's one of those pet simulator games where you can do stuff with it. It could also repeat your voice, but I'm not going to show a clip of that for everyone's safety. On the other hand, the player could feed the mammoth and play with it, but that's about it. And they made another one. This game is just a clone of My Mammoth, but with pom-pom, and it had a pretty weird glitch where a mouth would stretch terribly. The next big game, Dawn of Fire, would work as a prequel to the main game. Released on September 4, 2015, the game introduced fresh graphics, new mechanics, and monsters. Most importantly, Baby Flowa. He's the silliest monster in the entire franchise, I swear. Anyways, Monsters stars off as babies you can teleport to outer islands. I haven't played it, but it looks more complex than the main game. Also, it was going to be called My Singing Monster Generations. Jammer Splash was a block puzzle game made to be the successor of Furcorn's Jelly Dreams. It was released on May 3 Road 2016. You play as Toe Jammer and meet other monsters along the way. My Singing Monsters colouring book is, pretty obviously, a colouring book app released on December 15, 2016. And it made you pay $25 to unlock the whole thing. You could also get new pages by watching ads daily. As many of you know, My Singing Monster has a composer island where players can create their own songs, or at least that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, let's not. My Singing Monsters. Composer basically improves every aspect of Composer Island and makes it a whole other app. However, it's $5. Still, you can use a keyboard to compose easily, get unlimited songs and more stuff. Have you ever played Mario Party? Well, My Singing Monsters Playground is a fun multiplayer game released on November 9, 2021 for Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, 5, and Steam. It's a nice twirl to the franchise where you can play as one of 7 monsters and compete in a variety of minigames. And that's every game on the Monster franchise. It's nice to see how Big Blue Bubble does seem to care about its community and brings us nice games and also regular updates to the main ones. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, as this one took a long time to edit. See you on the next one.
Unga ga unga, unga ga unga ga unga, unga ga